Good morning, my audience. Sorry, because I know Facebook will say one of somebody is song within on the page. Some people are like crazy. Okay. Good morning, my fellow Sierra Leoneans. Good morning, oh my God, my fellow Sierra Leoneans. I made a post this morning that I was going to address Sylvia Blyden, and I will appreciate if you guys can share, invite your friends. I'm on 3 platforms. I'm on my YouTube, I'm on my Instagram, and I'm on my Facebook page. Let me see if I can get that light to this one. Oh my God, I just need a better reception. I think this is better. Just need to get a little bit of pillow. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get to a new location. So from where I normally sit. So first of all, good morning everybody. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Such a wonderful day for us all to see. The 1st of February. Wow. I'm just trying to get everything together, so you just to be in mind with me a little bit, because I've got 3 appliances running at the same time. So dear me, till I say understand this now, listen to me. And I make me defend a better computer. We could just do everything, but again, when I get up, I can still manage. Good morning, my fellow Sierra Leoneans. Good morning, my fellow Sierra Leoneans. I made a post yesterday that I was going to come and address Lady Sylvia Blyden. And if you can tag her here, I'll appreciate it. And I'm going to do this post half Creole, half English. I'm doing it half Creole, half English because I know I go school. Sorry for the one that we don't go school. I get English, not to nominate. So I don't worry about that. But I want to tell and I say, I will not say I personally know Sylvia Blyden. No, I do not personally know her. For those of you who have been following me for so long, I came out here at one time in which I told you guys that I was involved in a Bondo issue with the FGM in Sierra Leone. That was some 30 something years back, in which I was in Sierra Leone, and fortunately Lady Sylvia Blyden was one of the consultants in which international communities around the globe consulted her, and they flew to Sierra Leone, and I was interviewed in Sylvia Blyden's office, and I'm here to tell you guys that Sylvia Blyden's office was burnt down 2 times because of me. That is not something that I have to hide. And I believe after that time, with what was going on in Sierra Leone by then, after they tried to forcefully initiate me into the Bondo society, in which they were not successful, what they did was they punctured my Libyan majora and my Libyan minora. But the type of what they had wanted to do to me, thank God, I can always say Creole conquer for court. So they're not being for dig me conk. So because of that, they're not for cut me conk. Now my Libyan majora and Libyan minora, now in they be able for court. And so because of that, it was a worldwide issue. It was all over Sierra Leone. And Sylvia Blyden, like I said, she was one of the consultants, one of the advocates. And she facilitated so many international interviews for me by then. By then, if my memories can serve me right, her office was on Circular Road. And on 2 occasions, the FGM people went there and burned down her office completely. And that was a terrible time in Sierra Leone. Fail not to realize I am 54. And by the way, my birthday is on Sunday. I'll be 55. And I think Sylvia is just getting to 50. But by then, in actual fact, she was very influential. Most of you guys knew when I had an issue with my late ex-husband. You know, most of you do not know, but that was one of the hottest topic in the Sierra Leonean community by then. And everybody in Sierra Leone was following me. Who never know? Yambole! Hey, Motu Garage! You know, but if none of you been following me, you should know those phrases. Again, Sylvia Blyden used to follow me in all those in within all those things. So I will not say I know her personally, but again, we are connected. And I think it was 2012. It was 2012. I met Sylvia Blyden again in Atlanta. By then, like I said, it was just in the peak or the start between me and my late ex-husband's issue, which was all on social media. And we had a conversation by then in Atlanta. I know some of you might have seen those videos in the picture she and myself took, in which even the opening prayer that was said in the hall that day, I did the opening prayers on the Christian side when Sylvia Blyden came to Atlanta to do her presentation. If my memories serving me right, one thing I know, I have problem with dates, but in events and situation, I'm very eloquent on those things. I do not remember if it was the 2012 or the 2018. But anyway, Sylvia Blyden came to Atlanta. Even though I was going through my personal issues, I called her aside and I spoke to her. And I asked her, I said, Sylvia Blyden, what is your intention? I said, Sierra Leone, we are looking for a woman president. It is about time women get up and arise and take our rightful places. And truthfully, she told me, that's me, I want to be a president. And I told her, Sylvia, this is your time. This is the time in which Sierra Leone is ripe. And what she replied to me by then was, I am not yet ready. It was 2018, if my memories can serve me right. Then it was still about that particular time that Kamarimba came to Atlanta. And I asked Kamarimba his intention. I asked him for his portfolio. What was he going to give to the people of Sierra Leone? And he gave me his portfolio. First of all, I want to make it clear here. I'm from Western area. And Western area, me na APC, I get inside my blood. Like the levers, the people, when Victoria Street, Kuto Road, when you talk about APC, we get her inside with blood. We not the one that way Sheki, they pass. It's stopping after in shop for talk to we. That's anyway small, not to now. So when we talk about APC, to Angel Conte, when I be Sheki in personal driver, Kanto Momo in personal driver, they always the kind of Victoria Street. So when I talk about APC, we get her inside with blood. But then, like I'm saying, when I came to 2018, when Sylvia Blyden came to Atlanta and I asked her her intention and I talked her into going into politics as a woman to play a part. She declined. Indeed, she said she wanted to be a president one day, but she had that on. That was when I met Kamarimba. If you all can see, I believe you saw the pictures again with me and Kamarimba. It was just between us such a short space of time. At the same time, there was another invitation with Hume Keller. But when I went there, I was not happy with what I saw. So I did not force. I just stood and listened and I left. Because I knew Hume Keller was fake since the first day I met him in Atlanta. Okay. Now I'm going back to Sylvia Blyden. After that conversation I had with Sylvia Blyden, I never saw Sylvia Blyden again. I never heard from her. I think I inboxed her 1 or 2 times that I wanted to talk to her. She told me she could not talk. I should inbox her or text or something. I don't think we continued in any conversation after that. If you guys can remember, during the time in which Sylvia Blyden was incarcerated at the CID, in which she was abused, you guys knew I was one of those who were here talking for her, because we all know, as Sierra Leoneans, as human beings, her human rights were being violated. She is I will term her a senior citizen, a senior fellow in Sierra Leone, because of her stance in politics in our country. I do not believe for 1 minute she ought to be treated the way she was treated when she was incarcerated. And according to the police, the only reason she was incarcerated was because her picture happened to be in the office of the former president's picture happened to be in her office. We all know that when this president came in, he came with so much grudge and envy. And that is why he failed miserably, and he is still failing. We all know how this president Bio never came, he came and lied to us, the people of Sierra Leone, that he wanted a new direction, but we, the people of Sierra Leone, failed to ask what sort of direction he was going to give us. And I believe the whole country, the whole Republic of Sierra Leone, we are all victims to that stupidity. We all saw the human rights violations that this government has committed on its innocent citizens. If my memories can serve me right, the day I took out the song Kick Bio Out, within that few days, I had a contract. It was not a contract. I had a voice note from Sylvia Blyden, in which I was invited into one of her personal groups. But for those of you who know me, I do not really comment. I'm not really that well active on my WhatsApp. So I was in her personal group for some time. And during that time, she, Sylvia Blyden, we all saw what transpired between she and Fatima Bio, the First Lady. We all knew that Sylvia Blyden is a seasoned politician. Whilst Fatima Bio was doing things during the daytime, Sylvia Blyden was working under her as a professional. And that's what we saw that happened between the elections with Josephine Jackson and the APC Stillward, who finally won the election. Sylvia Blyden could be an asset, but in this case, I'm telling you, Sylvia Blyden is a disaster. During the court, by the way, let me state it here categorically clear. I am the PRO for People's Power in Politics. I want the Sierra Leonean people to know that People's Power in Politics is not a political organization. People's Power in Politics, we are just a pressure group that we are here to make things right. If my memories can serve me right, when PPP formed, first of all, it was Love Salon Left Badat, which was formed by King Adebayo. And how Adebayo got his name was when he was crowned king by Sylvia Blyden, in which Sylvia Blyden was not in support of the brutality, the human rights abuse, in which Sylvia Blyden was not benefiting anything from the SLPP government. Sylvia Blyden by then was with the people. I want to make it categorically clear here that Sylvia Blyden has some good things in her. She helps people, but what sort of help is she giving to people at this crucial time? On September 8th, prior to September 8th, there has been so many calls wherein the people of Sierra Leone have called upon His Excellency the President that they voted for, the President that they campaigned for, to pour out their grievances, their anger, the injustice, the police brutality, the lack of respect among women, children, mothers, and child. But all of those have been turned down in deaf ears. If my memories can serve me right, there was a time in which a video circulated in which a young lady, I believe from the interior, got up. She said things were so hard for her. Things were so hard for the people, for the women in Sierra Leone. Their husbands do not have a job. It is about time the women get up and stand up for their rights. I believe they never went to Sylvia Blyden, but they went to Madam Tony Claudius School. And because of that, we also how Madam Femi Claudius Cole was arrested, intimidated, humiliated. Her rights were violated. Even if it had not been for the grace of God, her life would have been cut short. But thank God for the internet today. We all saw what she was going through at that particular time in question. And because of that, her life was spared. But the intimidation and the harassment never ceased. Up to today that we are speaking here, her passport is still in the hands of the government. She still has to go and report to the government every blessed day or once a week or something of that sort. That is pure intimidation and harassment. Coming further, on September 8th, we the people of Sierra Leone, the PPP, we declared a stay-at-home strike because, and I will tell you the people of Sierra Leone why those strikes, why the 8th, 9th, and the 10th we declared those sit-down strikes. Except you do not want to be truthful to yourself. When President Badabio came into power, he told us he was going to do one thing: transparent and accountable. One of the first things that Badabio told us as a citizen of Sierra Leone was that he was going to take care of the bread and butter issue. Another thing that Badabio told us was that he was going to do one people, one country, one people. But when Badabio got into the seat of office, we saw how much of a venom he is, how much hate he spread across the globe, how much disunity and discord he placed on his predecessor. We know how much intimidation, how much harassment, how much verbal abuse members of his party, especially his wife, bestowed on the former president, Ernest Koroma. We know how much the First Lady, Fatima Bio, went to the extreme end to disrespect her predecessor, the First Lady, Sia Koroma. We saw how much this government tried to bring down their predecessor instead of them accelerating their ideas. They used 3 years fighting against what they could not fix. 4 years ago, the US dollars was 700,000. 4 years now, it is 2 million to $1. Our beloved country is going from bad to worst. And we have people like Sylvia Blyden, who keeps on lying to the people of Sierra Leone. I am here to tell you, my people of Sierra Leone, that Sylvia Blyden is a danger to our society. I am appealing to you, the young people, to wake up and realize that it was because of the utterance of Sylvia Blyden that today a man like Samson is no longer alive. I want the youths of Sierra Leone, be you female or male, to know that Sylvia Blyden knows all your plans. And in these perilous times in which this 2023 is very perilous, you guys have to be guarded against a demon of Sylvia Blyden's altitude. We also saw an interview that was done by Sylvia Blyden in AYV, in which the attributes of Sylvia Blyden were those of a venom, of a big reptile who was ready to pour out her venom in society. And for that we have seen, and we shall keep on seeing. On that interview, Sylvia Blyden took upon herself to be the God and Lord of everybody. And we all saw how much anger and how much hatred Sylvia Blyden has in her heart for the mayor. We all saw how bitter she is and how willing she is to destroy anybody that does not bend down to her. And it doesn't take me far from the BOs in which she's a party to now. I want my youths to be careful. I want young people to be guarded of a demon by the name of Sylvia Blyden. I can categorically clearly remembered during the September 8, 9, and 10, the entire Sierra Leone, it was not only Bo and Kenema, Freetown and McKinney that was on a lockdown. The entire Sierra Leone was on complete lockdown. Starting from Bonto, Waterloo to Kailaun to Kabbalah to Pujao, the entire Sierra Leone was on a complete lockdown. The 8th and the 9th. We all Sierra Leoneans, we saw when the vice president, the members of this ruling power, Junta Party, going into marketplaces, going into people's businesses, paying people to come out on the street, only for them to be murdered in cold blood. But yet, Sylvia Blyden can come out and say the people had arms and ammunition. What a lie. Sylvia Blyden knew exactly why our people were killed in cold blood, but she dare not say it, all because she's having something in her pockets. My people of Sierra Leone, I, Daphne Maxwell Christina Pratt, I do not need no job. I don't want a job. I am a citizen of the United States. I am 54. Sunday I'll be 55. If it comes to the worst, the government of the United States can take care of me. I am not talking because I need a position. If for those of you who've known me, when APC was in power, when APC abused Ebola funds, I was here bombarding them. And that is our duty as people's power in politics, to make the crooked path straight. I do not want to die in America. I want to go home and be by my groundnut farm. And because I want to go home and be by my groundnut farm, it is my duty to explain to you, to let you people know what is going on in your country. Sylvia Blyden is a danger to our country. Sylvia Blyden is a danger to the youths of Sierra Leone. If my memories can serve me right, on the 8th, the 9th, and the 10th of August, when the People's Power in Politics declared a sit-down strike, there was not a single person that had on a pen or a gun. And up till today, there has not been a single gun that has been found among civilians. And yet still, Sylvia Blyden is brave to categorize and label people as terrorists. I want the people of Sierra Leone to know that Sylvia Blyden single-handedly murdered Samson, because Sylvia Blyden knew everything about Samson. He knew where Samson was. He even orchestrated and engineered the cold-blooded murder, not only of Samson, of so many other APC youths, all because of her selfish gains. For the past month, we've been hearing some terminologies, derogatory terminologies, coming from somebody who calls herself Sylvia Blyden. if my memories can serve me right, just about 2 years ago, Sylvia Blyden used to come out here proudly say, Madam Siakuruma is my auntie, Auntie Sia. But for the past few days, her description of a honorable lady has left me to wonder what sort of a woman she is. I am here to tell you, Sierra Leoneans, be on your guard, because Sylvia Blyden is a disaster to our society. I am seeing an operation that she is doing, but I wish the opposition party, the APC, are smart to counteract what she is doing. I want to bring my observation to you, the people of Sierra Leone. Before Fatima goes into an area, Sylvia Blyden goes there first. I want you people to pay attention. By the time she goes there, she does the financial thing, she does the head tie or the ashobi for the pauper. Manipulates, control the people. So many Sierra Leoneans will lose their lives because of Sylvia Blyden. Yeah, I already said it. No, yeah. Okay, I'll give you some cash when you get here. Get some cash. That's exactly what I wanted. Right. Thank you. Sorry. Oh, hold on, please. Like I said, so as of now, that is a mission. And that mission is a corrupt mission. It's a corrupt mission. She has intentions. She has aspirations. And in fulfilling her aspiration, she does not care how many people will lose their lives. She does not care how many people will lose their lives. I am talking to the youths of Sierra Leone to be wise. Yesterday, I did a video, short clip. I told you guys, I said the first time I came out and I told you guys about Black Johnson was the first time Fatima Bio came out and attacked me. Rather unfortunately, Jonobi is gone. It is gone. For those of you who have family land there, I'm sorry. It's now a government-owned land. And that brings me back what happened to my mama, in which a whole city should have been built. But again, because of the antagonizing quality of Sylvia Blyden, she is a danger to the Freetonians. When you see somebody exhibiting so much hate for her own fellow woman, then you start knowing why they are all failures. I am appealing to the youths of Sierra Leone. If Sylvia Blyden can orchestrate the killing of Samson, the incarceration of LJ, yes, I said the incarceration of LJ. I am telling you people, Sylvia Blyden is a sheep, is a wolf under sheep clothing. Sylvia Blyden fully well know the effect of LJ if he has his freedom. Sylvia Blyden fully well know if Kamaremba has his freedom, the effect of Kamaremba. So what she did was to work with Fatima to have those voices curtailed. With the cold-blooded murder of Samson, have you observed that the voices, the opposition voices, have been silenced? The reason why they've been silenced, each and every one of those of his contacts, Sylvia Blyden has intercepted and decoded for the pauper regime. I want you people to know how wicked Sylvia Blyden is. You all know that Sylvia Blyden, when she was not a member of Fatima Bio's team, Fatima Bio went around the entire country propagating hatredness and mob justice. As we are speaking here today, all of those videos, Sylvia Blyden has wiped all of them from the archives. My people of my Freetonians, the reason why Sylvia Blyden and Fatima Bio have hooked up, it is because of the Kush war that is going on in Freetown. Sylvia Blyden knows exactly how this Kush came into Freetown. And she has held on to Fatima Bio that if you do not give me what I want, I will expose you. And the time Fatima Bio stole from Robert Clare in Banjul, in which Robert Clare had her, locked her up, it was Sylvia Blyden who helped her to escape. And because of that, Yaya Jammeh by then fired Sylvia Blyden from her job. So their secret is deep when it comes to criminology. Now I see Sylvia Blyden is all around the country fooling you people that according to her, she has read all the Auditor General's reports and she has seen nothing wrong with what Fatima Bio did. Well, rather unfortunately, Madam Blyden, I still have a question for you. What happened to the inaugural funds that was granted to Fatima Bio 4 years ago? Has she given us a report of what happened to those funds? That is number one. For the past 4 years, each and every donation that's supposed to have been going for children's and women and children affairs have been going to Fatima Bio's office. Who has been the recipients of those donations? Another question we should be asking Sylvia Blyden: are you a member of the JMBWW? If you are, that shows you are not trustworthy. I am appealing to you, the youths of Sierra Leone, to be guarded. To tell you guys the truth, I am really not surprised at KKY joining SLPP, because they never splitted in the first place. For those of you who've been following me, who I argue with a whole long time ago, I told you guys that KKY was just used to upset Kamarimba, because SLPP knew that Kamarimba had, first of all, Sierra Leoneans were disgruntled with APC, and Kamarimba was making a headline among the youths. So what they can do is bring fake education to us that Yumkela had connection with UN. But I had said it a long time ago that Yumkela was a total failure, and he has proven himself to be a failure. I am telling you, the women of Sierra Leone, to be guarded by a woman by the name of Sylvia Blyden. If Sylvia Blyden could not advocate for you to see your child that was murdered by Mother Bill, but here to advocate for Fatima Bill, who declared justice against the people of Sierra Leone. My dear people, let's just start thinking again. And I want the people of Sierra Leone to know that Samson was murdered directly by Sylvia Blyden. She was the one who directed where Samson was. And not only Samson, so many other people who were murdered on that day. Sylvia Blyden is solely well responsible. I'm talking to the women, especially those women who look at her as if she is somebody that you can trust. I don't have no child, just the same way in which she doesn't have no children. But one thing I know, we are all mothers. We are all mothers, one way or the other. But I, as a mother, I will never, under no circumstances, label anybody's child as a terrorist when we do not have a war in our country. Or all because that person wants to express their democratic rights. But Sylvia Blyden orchestrated the murder of Samson, not only Samson, and so many others, by her utterance. My people of Sierra Leone, it is about time we rise up and listening to the voices that are making differences. But Sylvia Blyden, her voice is a voice of disaster. Sylvia Blyden is not even a role model for your child today when we are talking about quality education. If 4 years ago, somebody who can sit and respect somebody and call her First Lady can go down and call somebody the name that she's referring to a woman who's older than her, it gives me a reason to doubt what sort of a woman she is. Sylvia Blyden is one of the angriest women in Sierra Leone, and she's ready to destroy every child. Sylvia Blyden is one of the bitterest women in Sierra Leone, and she's ready to break any other person down. And I'm telling you, Sylvia Blyden is one of the evil forces in Sierra Leone. She can do anything to get her way. I am talking to you, the youths of today, to be guarded by a woman, a demonic, a satanic woman of Sylvia Blyden's caliber. Sylvia Blyden is a disgrace to womanhood, and she should not be given the chance. She has no quality. She has no class. She has no reputation. She's a jigsaw. And that is exactly what we have been seeing. Yes, I'm coming. Ah, I'm coming. Sorry. Ah. Okay, I'll catch you. I'm sorry, guys. Hold on a minute. I'm sorry, guys. Okay. She's a jigsaw. She is somebody that Sierra Leoneans should be afraid of. She is somebody that Sierra Leoneans ought to be afraid of. And for you, the youths of Sierra Leone, she has the tongue of a roseberry, but a vermin of a dangerous cobra. I am talking to Sierra Leoneans. I am talking to the youths. Do not be misguided. Sylvia Blyden is one of the most selfish human beings you can think about in Sierra Leone. She can do anything to be recognized. She can sell your soul just to be in position. Do not be fooled. Do not be fooled. If you people give her the chance, she will use your soul for her selfish desire. Be wise. Be wise. One thing I know, she has so many contacts with so many youths in the APC side. And she will not hesitate to sell your lives to get what she wants, like the way she did Samson's. Like the way she is doing for Kamarimba, and like the way she's doing for LC. Like the way she's contributing in destroying our youths in Freetown. All because of her political greed. But I'm appealing to young people, young women, to take up the challenge that Zainab Kamara has left to us. Because for 60 years, Sierra Leone has been in darkness. It is about time Sierra Leoneans will take our rightful places, especially with the women. Women of class, women of standing, women who will think not only about theirs, but ours, the green, white, and blue. And to tell you the truth, Sylvia Blyden does not fall in that category. So to all my youths, to all my young mothers, to all my young brothers, to all my young sisters, be on the lookout for Sylvia Blyden. She is a demon. She is a wolf in sheep's clothing. And she can do anything to steal events. Be guarded, be warned. She is a demon in disguise. You have a wonderful day. My name is Daphne Maximilian Christiana Pratt, aka Kasada Kitchen. You can follow me on my YouTube page, Kasada Kitchen the brand, on my Instagram, on the Kasada_Kitchen. Love you all, guys, and I'm out.